Yo, what's up YouTube? Back with another video. Today, we are going over the NFC playoff bracket. This is the second video in a 3-video series. I posted the AFC predictions. You can go click that at the top right. And this is the second video. I'm doing the NFC. The third video is going to be the Super Bowl prediction between, of course, the AFC Championship winner and the NFC Championship winner. So, the NFC consists of pretty solid teams. We have the first seed Green Bay Packers. Everyone's saying that if you want to win the Super Bowl, you got to go through the Packers. And, you can't play in Lambeau. It's too cold. We're just going to have to see if that simple fact holds up. We also got the second seed Saints. They're 12-4. We got the third seed Seattle Seahawks. We got the fourth seed Washington football team. What a disappointment there. But we got the fifth seed Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the sixth seed Los Angeles Rams, and the seventh seed 8-8 Chicago Bears. So let's go over all of the playoff wildcard weekend games. So first we got the number 7th seed Chicago Bears versus the number 2 seed New Orleans Saints. With the New Orleans Saints, they are unstoppable at some points in time, especially when Kamara is playing. Dude had 6 touchdowns in one game. And they didn't have him week 17 still put up over 30 points against the Panthers. The Saints offense is unstoppable at some points in time. Their defense is also pretty solid. Throughout the entire season, it had solid numbers. People thought it was the best. I didn't think so. But, it's not a bad defense. It's pretty solid. It's top 10 in the NFL. And the Saints are a really, really good team. Next, we got the Chicago Bears, a story of two halves. A team that was so reliant on their defense in the first half of the season. Their offense was complete trash. And then they flipped the script. The offense was playing a lot better with Trubisky. And their defense is actually letting them down at some points in time, letting the Packers score 40 points on them. Honestly, I can't see the Bears in any situation beating the Saints. Obviously, the Saints choke playoff games all the time, especially against the Vikings. And I wouldn't be surprised if it happened this week. And probably this year they probably will choke a game. But to the Bears, I doubt it. The Bears are 8-8. They don't deserve a playoff spot. They're definitely a solid team. Their defense steps up. They have the ability to win this game. But it's not gonna. And I honestly got the Saints win this game by like 20 points. So next, we probably have the closest wild card game of all three. We got the Rams at the Seattle Seahawks, divisional rivals, and honestly, anything could happen in this game. These two teams played each other week 16, and the Seattle Seahawks edged the Rams. And of course, the Rams played them earlier in the season. The Rams won that game at home, but this game is in Seattle. So I believe home field advantage is very critical, but these are divisional rivals. They play each other twice a year, every year. And honestly, home field advantage in this game might not be that important, but it still gives the Seahawks a slight edge. Even though there are no fans, the Rams still have to travel to Seattle. Jared Goff broke his thumb or something. He got surgery and he's back in this game, so that is good for the Rams. But their offense has been struggling for the last couple weeks, especially when Jared Goff was playing. That one performance the Rams had against the Patriots, if they play like that, they effectively run the ball, effectively throw the ball, this Rams team can easily beat the Seattle Seahawks since this Rams defense is very, very, very good. And honestly, it has the opportunity to beat them. I give the Seahawks like a 70% chance of winning this game. The Rams secondary is very good. Jalen Ramsey is locked down, and DK Metcalf is not going to have a good game. Seattle's been struggling recently. They, almost lost to the 49ers. Like, come on. That's kind of embarrassing. But you got to think about it. Honestly, I think the Seahawks are going to win this game only because it's in Seattle. But the Rams, they have the opportunity to win. They have a better defense in Seattle. And if their offense plays like it did against the Patriots, which it can, it will win this game. But honestly, I think the Rams offense is going to struggle once again, and they're going to lose. And we have the third wildcard game. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Washington football team. Embarrassing. Honestly, I don't even know what to say. Washington doesn't deserve a playoff spot. There were many, many teams in the NFL that had a better record than them, and they host a playoff game. How embarrassing is that? So without a doubt, the Buccaneers are going to win this game. Obviously, their offense is looking like the best in the league. I say that about like every team, but honestly, I think Tampa Bay has the best offense in the NFC. There are a lot of really good offenses like the Chiefs, the Bills, the Ravens, the Titans, but I think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have the best offense in the NFC, only the NFC. But you got to think about their defense. Their defense struggles a lot, and honestly, they're playing a really, really bad offense. Washington's offense isn't good, so I don't think that matters too much. I just think that Washington is going to have a really bad day. Tom Brady throwing, 8 touchdowns a game sometimes, you got to wonder why Washington's even a playoff team. Tampa Bay's easily going to win this game. So now we have our 4 divisional games. One of these games is juicy because the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have the opportunity to upset. So we got the 1 seed Green Bay Packers hosting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And of course we got the 2 seed New Orleans Saints hosting the 3 seed Seattle Seahawks. So this year, honestly, both of the 5th seeds are really, really good. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, most electric offense in the NFC. We have the 5th seed in the AFC, the Baltimore Ravens. This is the year of the 5th seeds. That could be a Super Bowl, like no joke. Any of those teams could win. That is scary to think about. And the 1 seed Green Bay Packers, a team that got destroyed by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers earlier in the season. Got to play them once again. But this time, this game is in Green Bay. The cold, the players aren't used to it. It's so cold. But one player for the Buccaneers is used to the cold. That dude's name is Tom Brady. If he can perform like he usually does, he will perform like he usually does. The question is, will the receivers, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, Antonio Brown, will they perform like they usually do in the cold? I think Antonio Brown is a solid receiver. He's going to have a good game. The two question marks are Godwin, Mike Evans. Gronkowski's going to perform well, but are those two going to perform well? The answer is, I don't know. Of course, we got Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense. Like I said, it's not the best. It allows teams to get easy first downs, and that's why the Buccaneers have been in so many close games. And unfortunately, I don't think the Buccaneers defense is going to have a good day. Aaron Rodgers is going to tear them apart. It didn't happen before, but I believe it's going to happen this time. Devontae Adams, Tunyon in the red zone. Aaron Rodgers is just, absolutely destroying everyone they play. But I do believe Tom Brady's offense is going to have a good game also, just like the Packers. This game, realistically, to me, is going to be a shootout. Whoever scores the most points. And honestly, at the end of the day, both these defenses are pretty mediocre, and both these offenses are really elite. It comes down to which offense plays better, which defense steps up and stops the other team. I'm not surprised if the Tampa Bay Buccaneers win this game because their offense is so elite. But nobody beats the Packers in Green Bay. Haven't seen it in a long time, and I'm definitely not seeing it this game. Give me the Packers by 10 points. They're going to have a better defensive day than the Buccaneers and ultimately win this game. It's going to be close. Maybe the Buccaneers could upset, but I see the Packers winning this game. And we got the second game. We had the Seattle Seahawks at the New Orleans Saints. This game's also going to be solid. The thing about Seattle is their offense is really, really good, but it's been playing really bad recently. The best game they've had in a long time was against the Jets. But besides that, they've been playing good defenses, and they've been getting destroyed. I just feel like it's one of those, once again, disappointing Seattle Seahawks seasons. They always have a good record, they always make the playoffs, and they always lose in the playoffs to a better team, like the Packers. And of course, I think the Seahawks are going to lose this game. I only say this because I believe the Saints defense is better than the Seattle Seahawks defense. Both these offenses are really good. But it's the fact that the Seattle's offense just hasn't been connecting like it has been in the beginning of the year. Russell Wilson had MVP numbers in the first 5 games of the season, but ever since, the numbers have been going down, and then he had a good game, then he didn't have a good game. So Seattle is inconsistent on offense. I think the Saints are going to exploit that simple fact. Seattle is going to score 20 points, but that's not enough to beat Kamara and Drew Brees. Obviously, the Saints are going to, they're a high-scoring team. They always are. They don't usually lose to solid teams at home. I don't think they're going to this time. I believe the New Orleans Saints are going to win this game. Obviously, like I said, the Seattle Seahawks offense is probably potential the best in the league, but it just hasn't been playing to its true potential. The New Orleans Saints, they always play a solid game. Their offense is electric with Kamara. Saints are going to win this game by 10 points. And that brings me to the expected NFC Championship game between the 1 seed Packers and the 2 seed New Orleans Saints. This game is going to be good. It might be Drew Brees' last game as a Saint, just because it's hard to win in Green Bay. Both these teams played each other in the beginning of the year in New Orleans. Which team won? The Green Bay Packers did. Yes, it wasn't week 3 when the Saints weren't playing to their true potential, but the Packers still won this game in New Orleans. They scored 37, the Saints scored 30. Is this bound to happen again? Honestly, I think it is. I think the Packers are only going to win this game because they have home field advantage. It is almost impossible to win in Green Bay in playoff season. The Packers, they haven't gotten the first seed in a long time, but when they have the first seed, they win games. They go to the Super Bowl, and I think it's going to happen once again. Why do I say this? Because offenses just struggle. I don't know why. It doesn't matter who you are. An offense just struggles in cold Green Bay, especially when the Saints play indoor. I just think it's a trap for the Saints offense. Even though it's really electric, it's just going to, fall. It's going to kneel down to the kings of the NFC, and the Green Bay Packers are going to the Super Bowl. So, like I said, you can check out my AFC prediction, which team I think is going to the Super Bowl. It's a really juicy pick, so you might as well go watch it. It's going to be a good Super Bowl. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Adios.